The internet is buzzing right now, and the reason is none other than Avengers Doomsday. Yes, one of the biggest Marvel leaks ever has just dropped, revealing not only the entire roster of characters but also how they'll look in the film. And trust me, reactions are very mixed. Some fans are thrilled, others are disappointed, and many are stuck in between. So, let's dive into what exactly was leaked, what looks exciting, and what honestly feels underwhelming first. Where did this leak even come from? Recently, Marvel wrapped up filming on Avengers Doomsday and celebrated with a massive wrap party. At that event, cast and crew members were gifted exclusive merchandise, things like t-shirts, bags, hoodies, and other items featuring promotional artwork. And of course, when so many people get their hands on exclusive designs, it doesn't take long before some of it hits the internet. That's exactly what happened here. Now we have a full grid of every major character in the movie, lined up in multiple rows almost like a roster sheet. Looking closely at this artwork, we can clearly identify several big characters. Beast appears in the second slot, Magneto comes right after him, and Yelena Belova is shown next. Moving down the rows, we spot Nightcrawler, Cyclops, and Mystique. And honestly, some of them look fantastic. Nightcrawler, in particular, feels like he's jumped straight out of the comics. The blue skin, glowing eyes, and acrobatic vibe are all there. Mystique also looks spot on, sleek, intimidating, and true to her classic design. But here's the catch, not everything looks as good. One of the biggest talking points from this leak is that many of these costumes are reused from older Marvel films. In other words, instead of creating brand new designs, Marvel has recycled suits. And that's left a lot of fans upset. Why would they do this? Well, making new superhero suits is extremely expensive. Every costume usually requires between 5 and 10 different versions. One for stunts, one for close-up shots, one with special textures for CGI, and more. Each version can cost millions of dollars to develop. So, to save money, the studio has reused designs. From a production standpoint, it makes sense. But from a fan's perspective, it feels lazy and disappointing. Now let's get to the most controversial part of the leak, Magneto. As one of Marvel's most legendary villains, fans were waiting eagerly to see how the MCU would bring him to life. Unfortunately, the first look has left many people frustrated. His armor looks strangely similar to Ant-Man's chest piece, and overall, it feels incomplete. Without his iconic helmet and flowing cape, Magneto just doesn't have the same presence. For longtime fans who consider him one of the greatest villains ever, this design feels like a missed opportunity. Dr. Doom, on the other hand, has received a somewhat better reaction. His armor is very close to the comics, metallic, intimidating, and powerful. The only divisive detail is his face. Instead of being completely covered, we see scars across his cheek and forehead. The reasoning behind this seems clear. Marvel wants audiences to still recognize Robert Downey Jr. beneath the mask. After all, Doom is going to be a central figure in this movie, and hiding the actor's face entirely may not sit well with general audiences. Whether this creative decision works or not, we'll have to wait and see. But overall, Doom's design feels more faithful than Magneto's. So where does this leave us? On the positive side, it's incredibly exciting to finally see the Avengers and X-Men lined up together in official MCU artwork. Nightcrawler, Cyclops, Mystique, and Beast all look like their comic book counterparts, and that's something fans have been asking for years. But on the negative side, the heavy reuse of costumes and the questionable design choices for Magneto are hard to ignore. Personally, I'm trying to stay balanced here. Yes, costumes matter, and yes, first impressions are powerful. But at the end of the day, what truly matters is how these characters are written and how the story unfolds. Costumes can always look better on the big screen once the proper lighting, camera work, and CGI touch-ups are in place. A leaked piece of promotional art doesn't always tell the whole story. So while I do share some of the disappointment, I'm not ready to dismiss this movie yet. The bottom line is this: Avengers Doomsday is shaping up to be one of Marvel's biggest projects ever. These leaks have given us plenty to discuss, both good and bad. Some designs are excellent, some are frustrating, but one thing is certain: when this movie hits theaters, fans will be lining up to see how it all comes together. Until then, we'll just have to speculate, debate, and hope that Marvel delivers the epic crossover we've all been waiting for. So that's the full breakdown of the Avengers Doomsday leaks: the good, the bad, and the downright confusing. At the end of the day, these are just early looks, and the final movie might surprise us in ways we can't even imagine. What do you think about these designs? Do you love them, hate them, or feel somewhere in between? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and of course, subscribe for more Marvel updates, leaks, and deep dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.